My child, listen to me now. I am speaking to the deepest part of you, to the place that still beats with hope even after everything you have gone through. You may not realize it, but heaven has been leaning close to you. I have watched you look for signs, for proof, for reassurance that I have not abandoned you. I have seen your private tears, your hidden thoughts, the moments when you wanted to give up but still kept going. And now I am saying this clearly to you, Jesus is begging you, only you. This is the last time I am flashing this on the screen of your life in this way. Do not test my patience. Open this message within the 5 seconds of your heart. Because the next moves that are taken will be yours. And you alone will bear the responsibility for what you choose to do with what I am about to reveal. I am not threatening you because I hate you. I am calling you because I love you so deeply that it hurts your spirit when you run away from me. You keep asking for miracles, but you ignore the instructions that prepare you for them. You keep asking for blessings, but you refuse to release what is destroying you. You keep asking me, when will things change? While holding on tightly to the very chains that keep you bound. This is why my voice is urgent with you now. This is why this message feels like a final wake-up call. I do not want you to stay where you are, repeating the same pain year after year. You have cried to me about being misunderstood. You have cried to me about being used, betrayed, lied to, abandoned. You have cried to me about opportunities that slipped away, people who left, doors that closed right before something good could happen. And I have listened to you every single time. I have never looked away from you, not even once. But I need you to hear this: your life cannot change if you keep ignoring my guidance. You want a different future while living with the same old mindset. You want a new chapter but keep rereading the old pages. You want peace while staying in environments that fill you with anxiety. You want love but tolerate those who only take from you and never pour back into you. My child, your heart is valuable. Your time is valuable. Your destiny is valuable. I have placed greatness in you, more than you realize. There are ideas in you that heaven has whispered. There are gifts in you that hell has tried to suffocate. There are dreams in you that life has tried to bury under disappointment, fear, and delay. But that greatness will not fully awaken if you keep treating yourself like you are unworthy, like you are a mistake, like you are someone who must always settle for less. I did not create you for scraps. I did not design you to always be the one who is ignored, overlooked, and disrespected. You are my creation, my beloved, and it is time you start living that way. This is why my tone sounds serious with you. Jesus is begging you, only you. Others may be scrolling, skipping, laughing, doubting, sleeping spiritually, but I am dealing with you in a special way. You feel these words because your spirit recognizes the truth in them. This is not just text before your eyes, this is a mirror for your soul. I am showing you what you have become comfortable with and what you need to walk away from. I am showing you how your own habits have been silently sabotaging your breakthrough. I am showing you the places where you have chosen silence when you needed to speak, passivity when you needed to act, doubt when you needed to trust. You have said many times, "I'll change later. I'll start healing later. I'll forgive later. I'll let go later. I'll obey later." But later has been costing you years. Later has stolen opportunities that were meant for you. Later has taken away the glow from your eyes, the joy from your heart, the fire from your spirit. This is why I say, do not delay anymore. This is why I say, open this truth within 5 seconds of your heart's decision. Not the seconds on your clock, but the seconds of your willingness. You do not have forever to play with your destiny. The world is moving, time is moving, and your calling is still waiting. I have seen you feeling lonely in crowded places. Surrounded by people but still deeply alone inside. I have seen you smile while your soul quietly breaks. I have watched you encourage others, support them, lift them, while going home to fight your own battles in silence. I am proud of your compassion and your strength, but I am also grieved when you refuse to let me heal you. You are not meant to always be the strong one for everyone and the broken one for yourself. You are not meant to always fix others while letting yourself fall apart. I am calling you to allow me into the rooms of your heart that you keep locked, the memories you avoid, the pain you pretend is gone but still feels fresh when you are alone at night. You say you trust me, and yet when I ask you to release someone, you hold on tighter. When I ask you to distance yourself from certain people, you convince yourself that you are overreacting. When I show you red flags, your emotions paint them white. You are not weak for wanting to love, but you become vulnerable to harm when you ignore what your spirit is warning you about. I have been whispering, showing signs, creating tension, exposing patterns, making you feel uneasy in places where you once felt comfortable. That discomfort is not punishment, it is a divine alarm. When something or someone is dangerous for your peace, I disturb your peace around them so that you do not stay asleep in their presence. Jesus is begging you, only you, stop returning to what I rescued you from. You keep walking back into rooms I already told you to exit. You keep sending messages to people I removed as protection. You keep reopening wounds that I was trying to heal. It is time to understand that not everyone you love is meant to stay in your story. Some people were chapters, not the whole book. Some people were lessons, not lifelong partners. Some people were bridges, not destinations. You are crying over what I used to shape you, while I am trying to bring you into what I have prepared for you. You worry that you will be alone if you let go. But listen, I never ask you to release anything without having something better aligned with your destiny. I never take without giving in a deeper way. I never close a door without planning a path. You cannot see everything ahead, but that is why faith matters. You do not walk by what you see, you walk by what you choose to believe about me. And I am not a cruel guide. I am not a careless protector. I know what is around the corner before you even take the next step. You have feared my timing. You think I am late. You think I have forgotten you. You compare your life to others who seem to be ahead, and you ask, why not me? When will it be my turn? But you do not see what I see behind their smiles. You do not see the burdens they carry, the battles they fight, the emptiness they feel. Your path is custom-made. Your journey is unique. I am not punishing you by making you wait, I am preparing you so that what I give you will not crush you. A blessing given too soon feels like a burden. A position accepted before healing becomes a prison. A relationship stepped into before maturity ends in heartbreak. I am aligning you with greater things, but I need you to stop sabotaging the process by rushing ahead of me or refusing to move when I say move. This is the last time, in this kind of urgent way, that I am illuminating this same lesson to you without your response. Not the last time I will love you, not the last time I will show mercy, but the last time I will allow you to treat your calling as if it is not serious. There is a point where my warnings shift into consequences. When you keep ignoring what I have shown you, you step out of protection and into unnecessary pain. I am not cursing you, I am telling you that choices have results. You cannot plant distrust and reap security. You cannot sow dishonor and reap respect. You cannot keep neglecting yourself and expect to feel whole. You alone will bear the responsibility for what you choose after truth has been revealed to you this clearly, yet even in this, my arms are open. I am not closing heaven's door on you, I am opening your eyes. I want you to confront what you have been avoiding, the habits that drain you, the thoughts that attack you, the lies you have believed about yourself. You have told yourself that you are not good enough, not smart enough, not attractive enough, not chosen, not special. Those words are not from me. I crafted you with intention. Every detail of you was designed with love. The way you see, feel, think, and love is not random. There is a purpose in your sensitivity. There is a purpose in your intensity. There is a purpose in your desire for something greater than what you're living in right now. Pause for a moment and feel this. I have not given up on you. If I had, you would not be reading words like these. You would not feel your heart being pulled, your soul being stirred, your spirit saying, "This is for me." That pull is my presence, calling you back to the center, back to alignment. I am asking you to do some very specific things now, not just feel emotional and then go back to life as usual. I want you to start honoring your spirit. This means cutting off what poisons you, even if it looks pretty on the outside. This means stepping back from conversations that always end in gossip, chaos, or disrespect. This means setting boundaries with those who drain your energy, mock your growth, or use your kindness as a weakness. You are not rude for protecting your peace, you are wise. You are not selfish for saying no when something will cost you your mental and emotional health. You have given enough of yourself to people who offered you nothing but confusion in return. It is time to give yourself back to the one who truly loves you. I also want you to take care of the temple I live in, your body, your mind, your emotions. Rest when you are exhausted instead of forcing yourself to perform for people who do not value you. Nourish yourself with better thoughts instead of feeding on constant negativity. Surround yourself with voices that elevate you instead of ones that belittle you. Spend time in silence, breathe deeply, and invite my presence into your ordinary moments. You do not need a perfect place, perfect words, or perfect ritual to reach me. You just need to be honest. Talk to me like you talk to someone you trust. Pour out your worry. Pour out your anger. Pour out your confusion. I already know what is in your heart. It is you who needs to let it out. There are projects you have started and abandoned. Ideas you had but talked yourself out of. Steps you wanted to take but fear stopped you. I am breathing courage into you again. Not reckless courage, but steady determination. I did not bring you this far in life just to leave you in the middle of the road. I have been protecting you from things you don't even know about. You think your survival is casual, but it is not. You are still here because I have more for you. There are people who will be impacted by your story. Your healing, your growth, your creations. There are lives attached to your obedience. When you rise, others will rise with you. You feel unqualified, but I qualify those who lean on me. You feel broken, but I build something beautiful out of broken pieces. You feel late, but I can redeem time in ways you cannot imagine. The years you think were wasted are the very years that gave you wisdom, empathy, and depth. The things that almost destroyed you will become the very things you use to lift others. But you must choose to shift. You must choose to no longer identify yourself by your wounds, but by my love. You are not your trauma. You are not your mistakes. You are not the names others called you in anger or jealousy. You are mine. Come out of the mindset that expects the worst. You have been living in constant anticipation of disappointment, always waiting for something to go wrong, always half prepared to be hurt again. That is not how I want you to live. Yes, be wise, but do not let paranoia replace peace. Do not let fear rewrite your future before it has even arrived. Allow yourself to believe that good things can happen to you. Not just to others, but to you. Allow yourself to imagine a life where you are respected, loved genuinely, secure within yourself, and aligned with your purpose. This is not a fantasy, it is a possibility. But it requires you to participate with me, when I nudge you to apply for something. Go. When I prompt you to walk away from something, move. When I pull you towards new connections that align with your purpose, be open. When I expose truths about people, believe what you see. Stop dragging your spirit back into situations your soul has already outgrown. Growth is uncomfortable, but staying stuck is more painful in the long run. You know this, because you have already tasted the bitterness of staying where you no longer belong. My child, I am wrapping you in my mercy even now. I am washing off the shame you have carried for so long. The shame of bad decisions, of trusting the wrong people, of staying too long, of ignoring the signs. I am not here to condemn you, I am here to awaken you. I am touching the wounded parts of you gently, speaking tenderly to the places you don't show anyone. You are safe with me. You are seen. Not the version you pretend to be, but the real you, tired, hopeful, scared, strong, broken, still trying. I cherish that you have not given up. I honor that you are still reaching out, still looking upward, still hoping for a miracle. Here is what I ask now: do not treat this as just another moment. Do not read these words and then move on unchanged. Make a decision in your heart. Decide that you will no longer ignore my voice. Decide that you will stop going back to what empties you. Decide that you will begin walking toward healing, even if it is one small step at a time. Decide that you will start honoring your calling, your gifts, your time, your body, your mind, your peace. Jesus is begging you, only you in this moment, to understand. You are at a crossroads. One path leads to repeating the same cycle of pain, confusion, and regret. The other path leads to growth, alignment, and a life where you are finally living as the person you were always meant to be. I will walk with you either way, but the experience you have will depend on which path you choose. I have laid life and purpose before you. Choose what aligns with me. This is the last time I am flashing this particular warning in front of you like this. The next time, it may not be a gentle message. It may be the reality of consequences catching up. Not because I desire your suffering, but because choices form outcomes. I would rather you be corrected by truth now than crushed by results later. Hear my heart behind this urgency. I am fighting for your future. I am fighting for your peace. I am fighting for the version of you that is healed, stable, joyful, and radiant. Take these words seriously. Let them sink into your soul. Read them slowly. Come back to them. Reflect on them. cry if you need to. Release what you need to. But most of all, act. Act in alignment with what your spirit knows is right. Do not test my patience with endless delay, excuses, and self-sabotage. I have poured wisdom, love, and warning into you. Now it is your turn to respond. You are not alone. Heaven is closer than you think. I am with you in this moment, surrounding you with a presence you may not fully understand but can feel. Breathe me in. Exhale your fear. Take this as your turning point. From this moment forward, walk differently. Think differently. Love differently. Choose differently. I am not against you, I am for you. I am not here to crush you, I am here to lift you. I am not shouting to frighten you, I am crying out to save you from unnecessary pain. Hear me, beloved, this is your time to rise, to awaken, to return to who you truly are in me, now, with the 5 seconds of courage inside your heart. Say yes to this change. Say yes to me. Say yes to your healing, your growth, your future. And as you do, know this, I am already going ahead of you, preparing the path, protecting your steps, and turning what was meant to break you into the very thing that will build you. You are mine, and I am not letting you go. I am speaking to your heart right now, and I want you to understand this very clearly. I am not here to frighten you, I am here to rescue you. I am not flashing this in front of you to scare you into obedience, but to wake you up from a sleep that has gone on for too long. You have cried in secret, you have whispered in your pillow, you have stared at the ceiling at night and asked why things are the way they are. And whether I still see you, whether I still care. I am telling you now, I see you, I hear you, and I am closer to you than your own breath. I am begging you not because I am weak or desperate, but because my love for you refuses to give up. I am pleading with you because I do not want you to live one more day believing you are alone, forgotten, or unworthy. You are not alone. You are not forgotten. You are not unworthy. You have survived storms that should have broken you, moments that felt like the end, nights where you wondered if the morning was even worth waiting for. Yet here you are, reading this, breathing, still able to feel, still able to choose. That is not an accident. That is not random. That is not a coincidence. You are standing at a turning point, and I am placing before you a choice: continue carrying everything by yourself, or finally, truly, let me carry you. You have tried to be strong for everyone else, you have tried to pretend that you are okay when your heart is heavy, and your soul is tired. You smile on the outside while inside you feel like you are falling apart in slow motion. You have told yourself, I'll handle it, I'll manage, I've been through worse, but the weight has grown heavier each day. I am begging you, don't wait until you collapse completely. Don't wait until your heart hardens so much that you no longer feel anything. Let me in now. There are things you have never said to anyone. There are memories you replay in your mind, not because you want to, but because they cling to you like a shadow. Words that were spoken over you, insults, rejections, betrayals, humiliations that still sting. They made you question your worth, your beauty, your intelligence, your purpose. Some of those wounds came from people you trusted the most. Some of those cuts came from family, from close friends, from someone you loved with all your heart. You learned to hide your hurt because the world told you to be strong, to move on, to forget, but no one taught you how to heal. Today, I am telling you, you do not have to pretend with me. You do not have to act strong with me. You can break down in my presence, and I will not leave. You can show me the parts of you you are ashamed of, and I will not reject you. You have asked many times, why do I keep seeing messages like this? Why do I keep getting pulled towards these words? It is because I am gently, constantly drawing your heart back to me. Not to a religion, not to empty rituals, not to fear and guilt, but to a real relationship, a living connection with me. You have tried many things to fill the emptiness: people, entertainment, distractions, scrolling endlessly, chasing approval, begging for love from hearts that do not know how to love you properly. You have looked at your phone hoping for a certain message, a certain call, a certain apology, a certain opportunity that would finally make you feel seen. Yet somehow, even when something good happens, the emptiness returns. Do you know why? Because your soul is not truly satisfied by temporary things. Your soul knows that it was made for something deeper, something eternal, something pure. Your soul is calling out for me. I am not angry with you for the times you ignored me. I am not here to punish you for the times you scrolled past, the times you were too tired, too busy, too distracted to pause and listen. My patience is not like human patience. I do not suddenly stop loving you because you failed, forgot, or fell again. But I am honest with you, your time on this earth is limited. Your opportunities are not infinite. Your heart can become numb if you feed it only noise and never truth. That is why I am pleading with you now. Not because I am losing patience with you, but because I do not want you to keep losing pieces of yourself to things that are not worth your soul. You are not cursed if you skip a message on a screen. You are not doomed if you take longer to open your heart. But every day that passes without you turning fully toward me is a day stolen from the life of peace, clarity, and purpose you could be living. There are paths in front of you that look attractive, shiny, promising, but they are empty inside. There are people around you who speak sweetly, but their intentions are not honest. There are offers, invitations, distractions that seem harmless, even exciting, but they are slowly pulling you away from who you truly are. Your spirit has felt this. You have sensed that something is off. Sometimes you feel drained after speaking to certain people, confused after consuming certain content, heavy after spending time in certain places. That is your inner warning, that is your soul whispering, this is not for you. Yet you have ignored those signs because you did not trust yourself, or because you were afraid of being alone if you walked away. I am telling you now, when I ask you to let go of something, I am not trying to leave you empty. I am trying to protect you. I am trying to make space for something better, something aligned with your purpose, something that will not break you. You have made mistakes that still haunt you. You have choices you regret, words you wish you could take back, moments where you wish you could go back in time and do things differently. You sometimes replay those scenes and feel ashamed, angry at yourself, embarrassed even in front of me. You wonder if I look at you and see only your failures. Listen to me, I see the whole journey. I see why you acted the way you did. I see the pain that shaped those decisions, the pressure you were under, the confusion in your heart, the lack of guidance and love you had at that moment. Do I excuse everything? No. But do I condemn you, throw you away, and label you as hopeless? Absolutely not. I call you to grow, to change, to learn, but I do it with love, not with humiliation. I invite you to turn away from what hurts you, not to crush you, but to free you. You sometimes think I am distant, silent, ignoring you. You look at the problems in your life and ask, if God is real, why hasn't He fixed this yet? Why hasn't He sent the money I need, the person I need, the answer I need? You think I have not moved, but you do not see all the ways I have already been working. I have protected you from people you begged me to keep. I have closed doors you were angry about. But those doors were traps. I have delayed certain blessings not because you are unworthy, but because I love you too much to give you something that would destroy you if it came too soon. You have wanted a sudden, dramatic change, but you have often resisted the small, daily steps that lead to real, lasting transformation. You prayed for peace, yet you return over and over to the same chaos. You prayed for clarity, yet you feed your mind with confusion. Today, I am asking you to cooperate with me. There is a version of you that you have not fully met yet. A calmer, stronger, wiser, kinder you. A you who is not easily shaken by what people say. A you who does not need constant validation to feel valuable. A you who can walk into a room and not feel smaller than everyone else. That version of you is not a fantasy, it is who you are meant to grow into. But you cannot become that person while holding tightly to the same habits that keep you bound. You cannot step into that version of yourself if you keep choosing what numbs you instead of what heals you. You cannot become that person if you only talk to me when you are desperate, then disappear when you feel a little better. I am not just a last-minute emergency contact. I am the source of your life. I am begging you to start a different kind of conversation with me. Not just, give me this, fix that, change them, but, change me. Heal me. Show me where I am holding myself back. Show me what I need to let go of. Show me how to trust you deeper. You fear surrender because you think I will take away everything that makes you happy. You think surrender means losing your identity, losing your dreams, losing control. But look honestly at the control you have tried to hold. Has it brought you the peace you long for? Has it stopped your anxiety? Has it silenced your fears? Has it healed your deep loneliness? The control you cling to is exhausting you. The burden you carry is too heavy because you were never meant to carry it alone. I am not forcing my way into your life. I am knocking, calling, inviting. Love never forces. Love does not manipulate. That is why I am begging, not threatening. I am saying, please, listen. I know what is ahead of you. I know the traps that you do not see. I know the tears you have not cried yet, the attacks you have not faced yet, the disappointments that could break you if you face them without me. I also know the miracles I have prepared, the unexpected opportunities, the people who will love you sincerely, the healing that will soon unfold. But there is a bridge between where you are and where I am taking you, and that bridge is trust. Without trust, you will stand at the edge of your blessing and refuse to step forward. Without trust, you will sabotage the very good things you prayed for. Because you will feel unworthy or suspicious of them. Trust is not just saying, I believe, with your mouth. It is choosing to take steps even when you are afraid, knowing that I am holding you. There are secret addictions in your life that you hate and yet keep feeding. Patterns of thinking, patterns of scrolling, patterns of interacting with certain people that leave you empty and guilty afterward. You promised yourself you would stop, yet you return to them when you feel lonely, stressed, or bored. You feel dirty and distant from me after, as if I turn my face away from you in disgust. Hear me, I do not turn away from you when you fall. I draw closer, waiting for you to look up and take my hand. Shame wants you to hide from me. Love wants you to run toward me. I will not force you to choose love over shame, but I am begging you to do so. Not because I need your perfection, but because I want your freedom. Every time you think, I'll fix myself, then I'll come back to God, you push healing further away. Come to me as you are, in the middle of your struggle, in the middle of your mess. That is where transformation truly begins. You are worried about the future, about money, about health, about family, about love, about the world. You carry imaginations of worst-case scenarios that drain your strength before anything even happens. You try to plan for every possible disaster and protect yourself from every possible hurt. But this only feeds your anxiety. I am not asking you to stop being responsible. I am asking you to stop trying to be your own God. You are not meant to be the savior of everyone around you. You are not meant to carry every burden alone. You are not weak for needing help. You are human. And I, the one who formed you, know your limits better than you do. When I ask you to trust me with tomorrow, it is not a cliché. It is an invitation to lay down your fears, one by one, and say, I don't know how this will work out, but I know I'm not facing it alone. There are relationships I am asking you to reconsider. Some people in your life are draining your spirit, constantly pulling you into drama. Negativity, gossip, comparison, and pain. You stay because you fear being lonely, or because you believe your worth depends on their acceptance. You bend yourself, shrink yourself, silence yourself just to keep the connection, even when it makes you feel small and unseen. I did not create you to beg for love. I did not create you to always be the one understanding everyone else while no one makes effort to understand you. The love I have for you is not one-sided. I love you fully, and I also desire that you experience reflections of that love on earth, friendships, connections, and relationships that are rooted in respect, honesty, and care. Do not be afraid to step back from what poisons your peace. When you protect your heart, you honor the life I gave you. I am also calling you to forgive, not to excuse what was done to you, not to deny your pain, but to free your heart from the chains of anger and bitterness. You have been hurt deeply, and your feelings are real. I saw every tear. I saw every insult, every betrayal, every time you were made to feel less than. I do not minimize your pain. But when you hold on to resentment, it slowly eats your joy, your hope, your trust. Forgiveness does not mean forgetting. Forgiveness does not mean allowing the same harm again. Forgiveness means placing that person, and the situation, into my hands and saying, I choose to stop carrying this poison inside me. Let me be the judge. Let me handle justice. You focus on healing, growing, and becoming who you were meant to be. You wonder sometimes if you truly matter. There are days you feel invisible, like the world would keep going exactly the same if you disappeared. Those thoughts do not come from me. Every breath you take matters. Every act of kindness you give, even when no one acknowledges it, echoes in ways you cannot see. Every time you comfort someone, every time you smile at someone who is hurting, every time you choose not to give up, you are pushing back against darkness in ways you do not realize. You are more important in the bigger picture than you know. The enemy of your soul wants you to feel small, powerless, and irrelevant, because a person who thinks they do not matter will not step into their calling. I am telling you, you matter. Your existence is intentional. There is a reason you are still here, even after all you've faced. I am asking you to start honoring that reason in small, practical ways. Take care of your body, because it is not trash. Treat your mind with respect by feeding it truth instead of constant negativity. Guard what you watch, what you listen to, what you read. These things shape the atmosphere inside you. Choose to speak to yourself with kindness instead of constant self-criticism. When you fail, talk to yourself not as your harshest enemy, but as someone you love and want to help grow. Invite me into your daily routines. When you wake up, whisper my name. When you feel anxious, breathe slowly and say, "Stay with me." When you don't know what to do, ask for wisdom and then be willing to take a small step in the direction of peace. I am begging you because I love you deeply. I do not want you to continue walking through life half asleep, half alive, half believing that good things are possible for you. I do not want you to keep thinking that everyone else is chosen, blessed, and favored except you. My love is not a lottery. It is not random. It is not reserved for a special few. It is for you, right now, exactly where you are, exactly as you are. You do not have to earn it. You do not have to qualify for it. You only have to receive it. And receiving it means letting go of the lies you have believed. I am not enough. I am too broken. I am too late. I am too far gone. None of those words come from me. This moment is not about fear of what will happen if you ignore me. This moment is about the beauty of what can happen if you respond. If you open your heart even a little, you will begin to notice shifts inside you, a little more peace in your thoughts, a little more patience in your reactions, a little more strength when you want to give up. As you keep choosing me, you will see doors open that you never expected, connections forming that feel genuine. Opportunities that align with your purpose, and a deeper sense of meaning in your daily life. But it all begins with one simple, honest step, admitting that you need me, and saying yes to my presence. You do not have to pray with perfect words. You do not have to impress me with fancy language. Just be real. Speak to me from your heart, about your fear, your dreams, your anger, your confusion, your hope. I am not fragile. I can handle your honesty. I prefer your raw truth over empty, repeated phrases that do not touch your heart. I am already inside your story. I have been with you in every chapter, even when you did not notice me. Now I am inviting you to become aware, to recognize me, to walk with me consciously. Not once, not occasionally, but as a way of life. I am begging you not because this is your last chance to be loved, my love will always reach for you, but because this is a powerful chance to awaken, to shift, to grow, to step into who you truly are. Do not be afraid. I am not against you. I am for you, with you, and within you. Take a breath, place your hand on your heart, and know, you are not reading these words by accident. You are being reminded of something your soul already knows, that you were created in love, for love, and with a purpose. Now, quietly, in your own way, respond. Even if you whisper only a few words, I hear you. Even if your voice shakes. Even if you say nothing out loud but feel something moving inside you, I know. I see your effort. I see your desire. I see your pain. And I am wrapping you in a love that has no conditions and no end. I am here. I have always been here. And I am not letting go of you.